All right, everybody, here we are, together again at last. And I want to let you in on a little secret. I've been looking forward to doing this video all day. I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about, some big announcements I want to kind of get out there too. Let's start off with this market. Okay, so we got this nothing short of miraculous, because it's completely fake, non-farm payroll number today. And if you're following the mainstream channels, I mean, they are in orgasmic state to the highest order. It's like a constant orgasm. And they are pushing the lie, the narrative that, our economy is as strong as it's going to get, firing all cylinders, and a whole bunch of other things. They even started, and I said it was going to happen earlier. I said, watch what they're going to do. They're going to start floating out whoever to push the narrative home that our economy is doing great, firing on all cylinders. Well, guess who reared his ugly head? Larry Kudlow himself. Yeah, Larry Kudlow came out, like clockwork. This is what they do. It's the Communist Manifesto. Remember that. The Communist Manifesto. They are trying to keep people programmed and brainwashed, and it's the same playbook since the beginning of time on the people. This number is garbage, completely fake. We know it is. There are less people working today than during the Great Recession. Look at the labor force participation rate from the height of the Great Recession and the labor force participation rate today. It's nonsense. People are not making any more money than they were even making 10 years ago. How's that? And again, there's no inflation. You know that. People are being robbed blind from every avenue you can think about, unless, of course, they own stocks. But that's a setup, too, or treating this market or understanding what they should be doing here and now. Look, let me lay this out for you as straightforward as I can. There is no way possible that we are not going to see an unfolding of a worst case scenario with regard to an economic collapse and a financial meltdown that's going to make every single one before it look like a walk in the park. Why do you think this is all being engineered like this? Why do you think they have deliberately, this is a deliberate act, hyperinflating a debt bubble, weighing on the backbone of the United States of America, crushing our country and every single individual? We are the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. United States citizens are the most indebted of any other citizens on the planet. Does that sound like a prosperous nation to you? More than half of those people that are employed are holding a low-paying job. Does this sound great to you? While the stock market continues to defy gravity as our economy free falls. Look, the two biggest sectors for our economy, for those that are working, are one, the service sector now, because we've turned into a service sector economy, and the manufacturing sector. Both of these are in free fall. Free fall. They're going to lie to you. They're going to twist these numbers. They're going to institute the Communist Manifesto, have talking head after talking head come out trying to convince you that what you are seeing is not real. I've told you this since time immemorial, and it's not going to stop. This is a deliberate act to inflate bubbles. Look, understand this, and I know you do if you follow this blog. The Federal Reserve and the government are one and the same. They cannot be separated from each other. Now, both of these entities that work together do so to inflate bubbles and then deflate these bubbles. When they do that, they're literally fostering wealth transfer after wealth transfer after wealth transfer. That's all it is. That's all this is. But this one is beyond freaking beyond. Now look, let's go back to this lovely this nearly miraculous, completely fake number this morning on non-farmers payroll. Okay, so now that we got this incredibly great number that is outstanding, it's orgasmic. Yeah, you know it is, right? That's because that's what they're telling us. The mainstream media, Larry Kudlow, President Trump, they're all saying this is a miraculous number. Yeah. Getting a nice little rise, are you? Well, anyway, it's too much. I tell you, it's too much. But so now that we have this, does that mean that the Federal Reserve is going to now stop quantitative easing? We are in full-blown quantitative easing, more so than we had during the meltdown, and the repo scam is getting larger. Both of these are perpetual now. I told you this would happen before it did. So I would imagine, wouldn't you, that since we got this miraculous orgasmic number, that the Federal Reserve is going to back off, say, oh, no, we don't need to completely rig the debt market like you cannot believe. No, we can stop that now because everything is just fine. No, let me tell you what is going to happen. It's going to be increased. The repo scam is going to get larger. The Federal Reserve is going to inject even more cash into the debt market. And how about the thing that no one's talking about anymore? The banks got bailed out again. You remember the whole recapitalization? Funny, I haven't heard the president mention that at all, nor has he yet mentioned the quantitative easing and repo scam that's being pulled right under your freaking nose. No. You can't know that because everything is booming, right? Larry Kudlow says so today, and Larry Kudlow also said that a trade deal is imminent, but the president could still walk away. Oh, yeah. People, you can't. You cannot make this up if you tried. It's impossible. Look, what we do know, and it always comes down to what we do know, because of the absolute rigging of the debt market. Again, why is the debt market so important? Because every asset, whether it's currency, whether it's a house, whether it's stocks, they all derive value from what's happening in the debt market. So in many, many ways, a house is a derivative because it derives value as to what's going on in the debt market, and so is the stock market. The entire stock market is a derivative of the debt market. If you put it in that kind of perspective, makes sense. It should, because everything derives value from the debt market. So if we have what's going on now is literally beyond belief. Trillions of dollars, trillions, being pumped into this debt market like we have never seen before. So how is there a price discovery mechanism behind one asset, one single asset? I mean, we know there isn't any at all behind precious metals. Cryptocurrencies, same boat. Both of these asset classes, in my view, are so undervalued that I can't even get my head around it, and I think about it 24/7. That's the truth. So if there is no price discovery mechanism behind a single asset, and the debt market is being pumped with phony money being added to a digital screen on every single day to the tune of trillions, what does it mean when this entire thing gets a dose of reality? It should make sense to you, but until that time, look, a day like today, let me put a perspective on this for you. And I'm just going to say it. I made more money today than probably most people make in a month, in a day. Okay. This market is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's being done on purpose. If you know how to take advantage of this, and it's not that hard, and I'm going to even make it easier for you. Let's go to this right here. Number one, I'm redoing my website, traderschoice.net. I know it's not mobile friendly. It's going to be mobile friendly. It's going to be more interactive. It's going to be a lot more fun, a lot more information there for you. So make note of it. traderschoice.net, a couple of weeks. Now also, in a couple of weeks, I am going to start doing live, real-time trading on live stream for all of you. Now look, I can't do this all day long from market close to market open, so I'm going to choose an hour or two throughout the day, Monday through Friday, where I get out here live and talk about trading opportunities, maybe even enter a trade or two if the opportunity arises. So all of you can see what I do in real time. Now there's going to be a couple of rules here. Obviously, I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you what I am doing. I'm going to say, okay, everyone, I'm looking at this, and I'm going to be buying calls and or puts or whatever I'm going to do. Okay? I can't tell you to do it. So I'm going to tell you what I am doing, and you make up your own mind as to how you want to play it. Look, I don't think there's seriously a guy out here that tries to make this easier for you. I have covered this from every aspect that you can imagine. Even, how about crude oil? Crude oil just had its highest settlement since mid-September. I've been explaining to you for how long now? Buy the dips, buy the dips. If you listen to me, you have made an obscene amount of money. How about Apple? Months ago, I told all of you, buy Apple. Another thing too, and I hope you are paying it forward. Look, you got to do this. If you're not paying it forward, I would be very disappointed. Take a small percentage of your profits, donate that to a charity that you believe in. We got to take care of each other. I mean, I am trying to take care of you. I don't think there's another guy here that works harder to try to make that happen, especially now with what I'm going to be doing in a couple of weeks. I'll make more announcements when I figure out how I'm going to do it. But I think this is a pretty big thing. So again, let's summarize real quick. Big rally on Wall Street. Crude oil, highest settlements in September. No surprise to anyone that follows this blog. I know there's a lot of doom channels out there. Oh, the market's going to crash. Should have crashed last month, right? The biggest crash in history. Somebody was saying that was going to happen last month, and I told you no. I said we were going to hit more record highs, and more record highs are coming. They are coming. Dow 30,000 is a guarantee. That's what our president said. Take him at his word. Okay? He's going to make sure stocks go up. Period. It's completely rigged. And the Fed, despite the miraculous orgasmic number today, will pump more easy money into this market, recapitalizing the banks, all kinds of things that are going on here. The president or the White House or whatever you want to call it and the Fed are one and the same. They're working towards the same goal. Period. A massive, unbelievable wealth transfer on a scale that people are not going to believe. And in its wake is going to be not a single person left in the middle class. Zero. A two-tier society with extreme haves and extreme have-nots. You can still choose what side you want to be on. The choice is yours. They don't make decisions for you. You want to listen to Larry Kudlow, then he's chosen your path for you. I think personally, Larry Kudlow is one of the least truthful individuals on the planet, period. Okay, so you choose who you think is telling you the right thing, and then, again, use your own intellect. You have a God-given gift. It's called an intellect. Use it. Think about it. Wisdom, knowledge, all of it. You possess it. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Okay? And don't lay down like a sheep and be sheared by this disgusting, vomitous, horrible scheme, this charade that is being played on you. I know this is an awful long video, but I think it's important, and I'm going to count on you to share this video. If you're on my team and you are not sharing my videos, I don't even consider you part of my team, nor one of my lions. Anyway, with that said, people, it is Friday. What does that mean? I'm going to leave you off with my famous trio. You know what my famous trio is, people? Love each other, care about each other, and be charitable. This guy will see you over the weekend. On Sunday, I will do a markets, a look ahead. And that's it. I'm out of here. See ya.